Hey guys, welcome to our second day of our reading tag. So we are still practicing for our STAR test that is going to be in 3 weeks, if you don't include this week. So we are focusing on our strategies and our skills that we need to master our STAR test. You're going to watch this video, do your practice, get feedback, revise your work if need to, and then you're going to do your exit ticket. Remember that you need to let me, Mr. Smith, or Miss Lee know before you take your exit ticket. You need to let us know when you're done with your classwork so we can check it and let you know if you can move on to your exit ticket. We will tell you when you can move on to your exit ticket. We will let you know. So make sure you let us know when you're done with the classwork. Remember, our strategy is PRQAP. We are going to preview. We are going to read and write our gist. We're going to analyze our questions, answer our questions, and then prove our answers with text evidence. You must read and write your gist, and you must prove your answer with text evidence. Those are non-negotiables. That's what you must do. We are doing our skills on context clues today and finding the meaning of the word. So this is a review for you. Remember that when we focus on context clues, we're focused on the unknown word or finding the unknown word using the clues. You are going to use clues that are around this unknown word. They might be in the sentence before, or they might be in the sentence after. You need to read around to find the clues that you need to figure out what the word means. Whenever you're in doubt, look it up. Using the dictionary will help you. You'll have the dictionary in your STAR test, so make sure you take advantage. For our classwork today, I'm going to do question 1 with you. We're going to read 1, 2, and 3, paragraphs 1, 2, and 3 together, and then you'll do your work on your own. Before I start, I want to remember my strategy. So I'm going to double click right here, and I'm going to put my strategy down here. If you want to put PRQAP as your strategy, if you don't want to write everything out that you're doing, that's perfectly fine. You just need to put it there so you can remember. It's already there in your classwork. You should put it down on your exit ticket. All right, so we are going to go ahead and preview our text. It says, what's a bear? Then it has a picture of a bear. Then I can look at the subtitles. It says, people, food, a dangerous diet for bears. Okay. Bad bear habits. Spying on bears. No free lunches. This all seems like it's going to be information about what a bear is or what they do. So right here next to the text, I'm going to put that this is nonfiction. So I can remember that this is a nonfiction text because it's giving me factual information. It also has a person who has a PhD. That means she's a doctor. And that tells me that she's an expert about whatever she's talking about as well. Okay. We are now going to read and gist. So it says people food, a dangerous diet for bears. Many young black bears eat people food. They raid garbage cans and they beg for handouts. Many of these bears die, but not from the food. They die from it being around people. Bears who eat people food are hit by cars and squished in garbage trucks. They drown in sewage ponds, and perhaps most disquieting, wildlife managers are at times forced to kill some of these bears to protect people. When bears break into locked cars to steal food, people aren't safe. Dr. Rochelle Mazur and Victoria Sahir work for Sequoia and Yosemite National Parks, where black bears live. These two wildlife managers don't like to see people or bears eat people food, as they want bears to live and eat in the wild, where they won't hurt people. Needless to say, when Mazur and Sahir saw some other bears called sows eating garbage with their cubs, they quickly became worried. They could see that the cubs were learning to eat people food. So what I just learned based on the title, because it says people food, a dangerous diet for bears, I learned that actually people food is dangerous from bears. So my gist is going to have some of that evidence in there. So for my gist, I'm going to write that. Oh my goodness, did I fix it? Okay, that people food is dangerous for bears because they can get hurt by people since people are scared of them. I know this because in the text, it talks about how when they go and eat food out the garbage cans, they sometimes die from being around people. And it tells me that people think that they aren't safe around bears, and that's why bears are dying, because sometimes wildlife managers have to kill them. All right, going to question 1. It says in paragraph 2, the word disquieting most likely means. Well, I know that we're focused on paragraph 2. So let me highlight that. I know that we're focused on the word disquieting, and I know that we're figuring out what this word means. So if we are trying to figure out what this word means, I know that we are using our context clues. So I'm going to put context clues next to this question. Another thing I'm going to do is I'm going to copy and paste paragraph 2 here. That way I have it for my reference. Remember, this is a skill or a strategy that I use when I have questions that are going along with defining a word or using context clues. So now I have the word here. So I'm trying to figure out what helps me understand what the word disquieting means. It says bears who eat people food are hit by cars and squished in garbage trucks. They drown in sewage ponds, and perhaps most disquieting, wildlife managers are at times forced to kill some of these bears to protect them from people. When bears break into locked cars to steal food, people aren't safe. So I know that people aren't safe because of these bears. I also know that dis is a prefix that means not, and then there's quieting. So this means not quieting. So that means that it's loud, maybe. And then I have this answer choice that says alarming, which may mean the same thing, but I don't know. I don't actually know what the word disquieting means. I'm just making thoughts right now. So I need to double check this. There's not a lot in this text right here that helps me understand this answer. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to my dictionary. Miss Smith was really nice enough to give us a link to the learnerdictionary.com. Remember that when you take your STAR test, you'll have to use a physical dictionary. You can't just look it up. But since we're in class and we don't have a dictionary right now, we can actually look it up this way. I'm going to put the word disquieting in there. This is an easy way to answer this question by looking up the word. It says that disquieting is to make someone worried or nervous. Ooh, okay, so that's totally not loud, but it's making someone worried or nervous. So I'm going to copy that and I'm going to put it right next to disquieting. So I remember that this is what it means. So this is what I have for my definition of disquieting. Now I need to figure out what answer choice matches that definition. I know that violent is not the right choice. Violent has nothing to do with being worried. So I'm going to cross that one out. Alarming. I thought alarming meant like a loud noise, but I could be wrong. Let me actually look it up. Alarming. So alarm, it says a device that makes a loud sound. That's an actual like alarm clock. That's not what I'm looking for. Okay, 2. A feeling of fear caused by sudden sense or danger. Okay, so being alarmed is a feeling of fear. I'm going to copy this and I'm going to paste it right next to alarming in my text. Okay, perfect. So that could be our answer. So let me put a question mark on it, because if you're fearful, then you are kind of nervous. And it says that people aren't safe, and aren't safe is danger. So it could be alarming when these bears come out, and then managers also have to kill them because they're scared. Okay. Sinful. We're not talking about religion, so I can't choose this word. It's not sinful. And then unpopular, that does not go. So I think that alarming is going to be my best bet. So I'm going to choose this as my answer. So B is my answer. It's alarming. Now I've put in a lot of proof already by showing my strategies, but I want to go the extra mile, and I want to also list some text evidence. I can do this by just going to paragraph 2 right here, since I've already pasted it here. When I said people aren't safe, that helped me know that they were in danger. And this helps me with this feeling of fear, because a sense of danger. So I'm going to highlight those word phrases as my context clues that help me answer this question. Your next steps are to go back through, and you are going to read and write your gist for the rest of this passage. After you do that, you are going to do the Q, A, and P. You're going to analyze the questions. You're going to answer the questions and prove your answer. Each one of these questions is a dictionary question. Remember, when we do dictionary questions, you need to copy and paste the paragraph next to that answer, so it can help you quickly see it right there instead of having to scroll up and down. So make sure you copy those paragraphs to your answers. You have a second passage to read today, so make sure you read the second one. Then you're going to submit your answers into the Google form. You have 7 questions total, so I should see 7 answers in your Google form. When you're done, turn it in, raise your hand to let us know that you're done, and we will let you know when you can start your exit ticket. I hope that you guys do well. I can't wait to see the work that you do. Bye, guys.